Imagine waking up to find your entire economy built on a massive deception that's siphoning trillions from everyday people like you. Today, we uncover the shocking truth behind the US national debt crisis. But what if I told you it's growing by over $2 trillion every year? It's like a sneaky monster under your bed getting bigger while everyone pretends it's not there. This isn't just numbers on a screen. It's affecting your wallet, your job, your future. And the wild part, it's a lie that's been told for decades. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know who's really pulling the strings. Okay, let's break this down like you're 5. What is national debt? Anyway, think of it as your family's credit card bill. Imagine your family earns $100 from chores but spends $120 on toys and snacks. You borrow $20 from your piggy bank to cover it. That's a deficit. Do it every year. In your total borrow pile, the debt grows huge. For the US, it's the same. The government spends more than it collects in taxes. Right now, as of December 2025, the debt is over $38 trillion. That's like stacking dollar bills to the moon and back 20 times. But get this, that's about $115,000 owed for every single American, including you. How did it start? Back in the old days, like the Revolutionary War, we borrowed for big needs. It was small, but over time, wars, recessions, and big programs added up. Uncle Sam here represents the government. He borrows by selling bonds, EOs, to people, banks, even other countries. Simple, right? But here's where it gets tricky. Fast forward to today, the real conflict: we keep adding to the debt like it's no big deal. Last year alone, we tacked on over $2 trillion more. Why? The government ran a deficit of about $1.8 trillion in fiscal year 2025. That's spending way more on things like healthcare, defense, and social programs than tax money coming in. But who's lending all this cash? About half is owed to Americans, like your retirement funds or banks. Another chunk to the government itself through things like social security trusts. Wait, the government owes money to itself. Sounds fishy, huh? Yep, it's like borrowing from your left pocket to pay your right. Social Security collects your payroll taxes. Invest them in government bonds. But when boomers retire, we need real cash to pay them. Where does it come from? More borrowing or taxes? Politicians love this setup. They promise big spending without raising taxes now. Don't worry, they say. Future generations will handle it. But that's the lie. It's not future pain. It's hitting us now. Foreign countries like Japan, the UK, and China own about $9 trillion. They buy our bonds because the US dollar is strong, but if they stop, big trouble. And the Federal Reserve, they print money to buy bonds, keeping interest low. But that causes inflation. Your groceries cost more. We've had close calls like debt ceiling fights where Congress argues about raising the borrow limit. It's like maxing out your credit card and begging for a higher limit. One wrong move and boom, government shutdown or worse. Now, the turning point: interest on this debt. In fiscal year 2025, we paid nearly $1 trillion just in interest. That's more than we spend on the military. Imagine paying rent on a house that's falling apart and the rent keeps rising. If interest rates go up like they have lately, it could eat up 20% of all tax money. Less for schools, roads, you name it. The climax. Projections say by 2050, debt could hit $100 trillion if we don't change. Unfunded promises for Social Security and Medicare add another $80 trillion or more in hidden liabilities. That's the $2 trillion lie, the annual pile on that sold as normal, but it's a deception by politicians in the system. It bankrupts us through higher prices, slower growth, and risky bets on the future. Who's behind it? All of us who vote for big promises without asking how we pay. But wait, it's not hopeless. Countries like Sweden turned it around by cutting waste and balancing books. Takeaway: the national debt isn't just a number, it's a choice. We can demand better, cut unnecessary spending, reform entitlements, grow the economy. You have power. Talk to friends. Vote smart. Stay informed. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe for more animated breakdowns, and share with someone who needs to see this. What's your take on the debt? Comment below.